Good evening, Bahamas. This is NB12 broadcasting from Cable 12 Studios on Robinson Road. Here's what's making news tonight. Another murder recorded in the capital. We've got details. Storms hitting the capital today, bringing some unexpected weather with it. Could the fish fry be shut down this weekend? We'll explain. Plus, a cabinet minister sued for $1 million. We'll tell you why. Those stories and so much more on the way. I'm Nakia DeVoe, and NB12 starts right now. Joining us here at NB12. Police are investigating their 21st homicide within the last month after the body of a man was found a few blocks down from a school on New Providence this morning. Charisma Robinson reports.
I can confirm that our department is investigating another homicide.
That's Inspector Chrislyn Skippings. She met the media at the scene of this country's 66th homicide this morning. Police were called at 8:20 a.m. after passers-by saw the dead body. Inspector Skippings confirmed the body was discovered through a tracked road that leads from Jasmine Gardens to South Beach Drive. The victim had injuries to the upper body, but police don't know the circumstances. Inspector Skippings could not confirm if the victim was shot or stabbed. However, residents told our news team off camera that they heard gunshots around 9:30 last night and saw a dark-colored vehicle speeding off around that same time.
The male in question, he's about 5 feet, 11 inches tall. He's of slim build and has dark complexion.
The dead man was wearing a white t-shirt and long blue jeans. Police have no information on what led to his death, but Inspector Skipping says she's confident they will get some help from the community.
This area is not known to police, and so this is very, like I said, this is the first time. And so that's why I'm saying that I am more than certain that the residents of this community will assist the police. This is their community.
Now, police have not narrowed down a time when the victim was killed, but Inspector Skipping said it appeared he had been there for some time. Police are appealing to anyone who may have information on this latest incident to contact them as soon as possible. Reporting for NB12, I'm Charisma Robinson.
Forecasters at the Nassau Meteorological Department warning people to stay indoors if they can help it this evening, as just about anything is possible with the heavy level of thunderstorm activity going on around New Providence, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and the Berry Islands. Severe thunderstorms are hitting northeastern New Providence particularly hard. Reports of hail falling in the Shirley Street area have come into our newsroom. Forecasters say that the storm clouds extend far above freezing level and it is possible for ice to hit ground, though it usually turns to rain before it reaches. Forecasters say there is also the possibility of funnel clouds and/or tornadoes. Things are expected to clear up on New Providence later tonight. Well, Minister of State for Legal Affairs Damian Gomez is being sued for nearly $1 million by former client Atane Takitota. The Japanese expatriate gained international attention after successfully suing the government of the Bahamas in 2006 for false imprisonment for 8 years. He claims that Gomez, who represented him in private practice, has yet to turn over the nearly $1 million allegedly collected on his behalf. In a writ filed in the Supreme Court this week, Takitota claims that Gomez retained control of approximately $999,331 that belongs to him without his permission. Takitota claims that acting on his behalf, Gomez collected approximately just over $1.5 million he says was awarded to him by the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Privy Council. However, Takitota claimed that he has only received $517,000 from Gomez. He's also seeking a declaration that Attorney General Allison Maynard Gibson, Director of Immigration Jack Thompson, Minister of National Security Dr. Bernard Nottage, and Cartwright had a duty to ensure that the money was turned over to him. A popular restaurant spot for locals and tourists alike could be facing major changes. This after it was revealed that the majority of business owners at Arawak Key are not current with their business licenses. Today, Christina McNeil spoke to the head of the Arawak Key Vendors Association about vendors' fears and what they hope will save their businesses.
Dozens of vendors and hundreds of workers fear their livelihood may be in peril. This as word spreads that the popular Arawak Key fish fry may be shut down this weekend. Arawak Key Vendors Association President Bruno Menes says with so much red tape in the business license process, the majority of Arawak Key vendors are not up to date with their licenses.
90% of the vendors on Arawak Key do not have a current business license now because it's so frustrating on all of the things that they want us to get in order to have a business license.
Over the past week, Menes says he has heard threats that officials were planning to shut down all vendors without licenses this weekend, after what he called 7 years of hard times and the hurdles vendors are being asked to leap over before they can get their licenses approved. Menes says it seems there is a vendetta against the Arawak Key businesses.
I understand now as we speak that he is trying to get senior police officers along with him to try to close down the businesses on Arawak Key because of licenses. It's impossible for us to have our licenses now. We couldn't get it last year, and it's no different than this year because of all of the red tape that they has in the front of us. These buildings on Arawak Key was set up over, some of these buildings over 20 years, some 25 years. And when the business license and other persons is going to ask us for floor maps, and you know, where are we going to dig up our floors to look for maps and plans for floor? Then they ask us to go to town planning, Ministry of Works, to police, environmental health, national insurance. All of those things are relevant. We know we have to do these things.
Longtime vendor and association member Willard McKenzie says he has not encountered business license issues until recently.
Well, out here it been very slow, you know, and things was really bad, you know. We was really going through some hard and rough times, you know, and like the president, Mr. Bruno, said a while ago, and I must agree with him, you know, a few years ago, like almost about over 15 years ago, I was really getting my business license, and it was always the same way. You know, you get your environmental health, they come and inspect your place, and it was never a problem.
However, according to operations manager at Arawak Key, there's no immediate threat at this time. The operations manager, Sonny Russell, declined an on-camera interview. However, he told our news team that while no one is saying stalls will be shut down this weekend, that's not to say that the law will not be enforced sometime after this weekend. Russell said he would not comment any further on speculation that the stalls would be shut down. For now, the popular dining spot remains open. However, vendors fear it's only a matter of time before officials begin cracking down. Reporting for NB12, I'm Christina McNeil.